Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today it is Thursday, and you know what that means, it is time for Themed Thursdays. Yes, indeed. Today, we are using a team used, as you can see, just here. I was about to point to my screen, which would have made absolutely no difference, because you don't know what I'm pointing to. But anyway, moving on from that very swiftly, as you can see here, we are using a team suggested by my boy Mr Azacampcar, and this is an X-Men themed team. Now, the thing about X-Men themed teams is I was actually using one a while ago. Back in 5th gen, I used one based around the Brotherhood of Mutants, or the spooky evil ones. So, you know, it got me to thinking, when this theme was suggested, do I use the good guys? Or do I use the bad guys? Or do I use a mixture of both? Or do I use both teams in a 2-week spread? So you know what's coming next week. But this week we're using the good guys of X-Men, so let's take a look at the team and see what we're working with. First up, Dustclops. This is Cyclops. Whenever I use a Dustclops, either in-game or whatever, I tend to call it Scott. After, of course, Scott Summers, Cyclops himself. So we've got Dustclops here. Nice and standard, specially defensive Violite spread, with Nightshade, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, and one of my favourite moves, Infestation. Next up we have Jean Grey Moltres. I don't have a Defogger, unfortunately, nor do I have a Rapid Spinner. But we've got Moltres anyway. Choice Scarf Moltres with a Fire Blast, Air Slash, Extra Sensory, which I didn't know it got, but I guess is kind of fitting. And U-Turn, just for that all-important initiative. Then we have Colossus, Registeel. Colossus, I think he kind of chopped and changed sides. I think he was evil for a bit, and then he was good, and he might have started on one guy, I don't know. He was in the X-Men at one point anyway. So we've got Registeel here. This is another specially defensive mon. Has that good physical defensive typing of steel, and it can now take those special hits really well. With this kind of spread, we've got Stealth Rock, we've got Toxic, we've got Seismic Toss, and we've got Thunder Wave. Dual status Registeel for the win. Then we have Wolverine. For want of a better Pokemon, we've got Zangoose. I never really messed with Zangoose in a competitive aspect. I did actually use a Zangoose in my in-game, in my playthrough of Omega Ruby. I used Zangoose. It was probably the weakest member of my team, actually, but it was still pretty good. But we've got a Toxic Boost, Toxic Orb, relatively standard stuff, Facade, Close Combat, Knockoff, and Quick Attack. Then we have Shadowcat. Shadowcat, the Lipard, nice and fitting. Lefty set with Prankster, Knockoff, U-Turn, Encore, and Taunt. I tend to actually, when I've run Lipard before, I've gone with the same spreads, but I've gone with a Life Orb set, and have subbed out, I think I used to run, instead of Encore, I ran Sucker Punch. But, it's nice to have that kind of stability of a Prankster, Encore / Taunt user. Lock or unlock your opponent from using whatever move you want or don't want them to use. You turn it out into something like, for example, Iceman the Regice. Yes, the second Reggie of the team. We've gone Specs this time, because why the hell not? Nice and Specs Regice. It doesn't really need investment in special defense. Good enough at that massive 200, and hits a pretty decent special attack stat. With the Specs, you've got Ice Beam, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, and Signal Beam. So, that is the good guy team for X-Men. Let's get into a battle, and then afterwards we'll get into another battle, hopefully. But yeah, let's get into some battles and just see how we do. Okay, it just took about 17 years to find a battle. But we have one against Error 403. Good luck and have fun, Error 403. Right. 2 potential hazard stackers in the form of Rock's Cobalion and Spike's Omastar. Omastar could, of course, Shell Smash in my face. But I think I can take it on. Let's go with Registeel. It does lead with the Omastar. Let's Thunder Wave you. If he wants to set up first turn, I think generally speaking that's a bad idea. People say that you should never set up first turn. It can work, I've seen it work. But, I mean, I feel like this is going to be an... Is this going to be an offensive one? I look at teams, and I think that I just sort of default to the idea of 2 special attackers, 2 physical attackers, 2 defensive things. And if that's the case, I mean, you've got physically offensive Hitmonlee, specially offensive Heliolisk, specially offensive Moltres, tends to be the way. Which means the only real physical attacker he's got left is actually Cobalion. But it could be just a physically inclined defensive Cobalion. These 2 tend to be defensive. Spiritomb can run a physical set. But we'll have to see what Omastar wants to do here. He's taking his time. It is rocks. It is a hazard stacking Omastar. I don't have Defog, which is a problem. I also have just so few ways of taking this thing out. Let's go into the Regice. I can fire off a Specs T-Bolt, which, to be honest, nothing wants to take. He gets paralysed. You know, not even the Heliolisk is going to... Actually, Heliolisk's got surprisingly decent Spadef, but we'll go for a T-Bolt, and he is sashed. So that's fine. He goes for the spikes this time. So he's got 1 layer of spikes as well as his rocks up. That's going to inhibit me. He's got the Hitmonlee. Let's go into the Registeel. Let's see him waste his normal gem fake out. People do this. Let's see if he does. Is he going to be smart or is he not? Knock off. He's a smart man. And he's life orbed. Okay. It's weird though. You see that sometimes, and he's going to be reckless. They don't run. They don't run Limber. You do see this though. You see people go for like I'm going to go for rocks. As he high jump kicks me to death. But you see people go for this normal gem fake out thing, like first turn when people have got ghosts left. It just doesn't make sense to me. Right, Hitmonlee is a problem, but I do have Scarfed Moltres. I also do have Liepard who can't take it out, and Zangoose who could. Well, we'll go to Moltres, because Moltres we know can take it out. We know that can happen. Oh. I'll go for Air Slash. Seems to be the best thing to go to. I doubt he goes into Heliolisk, because Heliolisk will have dry skin, and if I go for a Fire Blast, that's going to roast Heliolisk. What I do have to do now is play around with the fact that I don't have hazards up and he does, so that Moltres is going to be an issue. Oh, that was a risk. Why did he do that? I don't understand that at all. That was a mental risk. If I'd have gone for Fire Blast, he would have been toast. I don't know, man. Some of these switches, weird stuff. Anyway, he's going to go for the Volt Switch, the Voltu Switchu. Will we have a Ghost Off? Will he go into Cobalion? No, it's going to be a Ghost Off. Oh, Willow you. Taunt! God damn it! Pursuit? No, I'm not switching out. This is a problem because my walls are just dropping like flies. And he takes me out with a couple of pursuits. Is this offensive Spiritomb? Is this banded Spiritomb? Holy expletive. Is that banded Spiritomb? That would be mental if it was. Right. I'm getting all mixed up here. Let's go into the Iceman and see what an Ice Beam will do. He does, of course, have the Cobalion, and I just get bodied by the hazards. Let us Ice Beam. How much was I on before? I don't remember. Anyway, Ice Beam's going to take out Spiritomb, so that's nice. Here's Hitmonlee, and once again I just have nothing that wants to take this hit. Fighting is a problem. I've got nothing for this. I really should have, you know, done better. I don't know. What to do, really? I guess I have to try Zangoose. Because if I go into Moltres, he's just going to bring in something else that I'm not going to want to deal with. Ah, bugger it, let's go into Moltres and fire off a Fire Blast. Let's just do it, let's make it happen. I could go for extra sensory though. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, he has Mach Punch. Derp. Oh man. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. I have a plan here though. Mach Punch, not ideal for him. I'm actually going to Encore him into it. Is what I'm going to do here. Encore him into Mach Punch if I can. If he goes for high jump kick, then that's fine as well. No, I'm going to be able to Encore him into the Mach Punch, which is going to take out the Lipard. But it does mean... Can Zangoose do this? Mach Punch will take me out. Let's go for that quick attack. Oh dear, and not quite do it. Mach Punch does take out. Oh, that was a rubbish effort. Oh well, GG. So, error 403 leaves. Let's maybe find another battle and see what happens in that one. Right, straight in. Neil Cicerega. Good luck and have fun. Oh my god. Why? Why do you have this team? That is horrific. What's the point? Everything there is as bulky as anything can possibly be in life. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's do it. Go on then, bring in your Registeel. Let's see you go for those rocks. I dare you. He's going to go into Dragalge or Cresselia, isn't he? Or Gastrodon. Anything, really, that isn't this Registeel, he will go into, other than, obviously, a Scavalier. Jesus, though, this team is one of the bulkiest teams I have ever seen, and that's what happened to RU. I remember back in the day, RU was fun. It was great fun. It wasn't stally, and I was actually having this conversation with PC Reviver not so long ago about how tiers change. And RU's just one of them, you know. It used to be great fun, and now you get teams like this, and they're just nigh on impossible to take down. The T will fortify me though, so, you know, there's that. He does go into the Gastrodon, and I miss my Fire Blast, which is unfortunate. He's got Bellhop and Room Service. What are the others going to be called? Are we going to have Concierge somewhere in there? I'd like that. I would like that. I would like to see Concierge. Let's go into the Registeel. This is a risk. He might go for the Toxic, or just the Surf. Are you offensive Gastrodon? Is that what's happening here? Offensive Gastro. Let's just get rocks up. You know, he doesn't have a Defogger. He doesn't appear to have a Spinner. He does have Earth Power on Gastro. Do I have any grass moves at all on this team? The answer to that, ladies and gents, is no, I don't. So, this is not going to be easy to take down, but I will try and drop a Toxic on him. Which I manage, and I live the Earth Power, which is, you know, nice. And he's Toxic, which is good. He does have the Aromatisse. Aromatisse can do all kinds of horrible things with Aromatherapy. He's going for Earth Powers. Do I want to go into Regice? Now let's go into Spidef. Cyclops. As he goes for the Surf. Okay, interesting, interesting. I suppose if I'd have switched into Moltres, that would have been the ideal play. Let's Infestation you. Let's see what you want to do. Dusclops could be of great use in this game. So we've Infestation the Escavalier. Let's now Willow it if we can. Do I outspeed you? I highly doubt I outspeed you. I do outspeed you. Willow, nice. As he goes for knockoff, gets rid of my Eviolite, but he is trapped now. He is trapped in, and I can just Nightshade him to death, basically, as he knocks off. That's and that's Escavalier gone. So, nice job, Dusclops. He says, nice Dusclops set. Cheers, man. So here's yes, fucking called it, concierge. Oh, brilliant. I love it. Let's try and pain split on this thing. I think it's going to be faster than me. He Dracos, and that's just, I mean, can anyone spell overkill? I certainly can. Now. What to do here? I could go into Zangoose. Can he kill me? Can I kill him? Is the question. Let's go into Zangoose and go for that big knockoff. Zangoose could be important. If he brings in Registeel, I'll be happy. He does bring in the Registeel, that's good. I get the knockoff off, a nice crit there. Get rid of the leftovers, get my Toxic Orb, and probably just get the hell out of dodge right now. Rocks could be going up. Let's go on a Lipod. Go on a Lipod, and this time not make the same mistake as last time, and this time go for a Taunt as he S-tosses. Okay. Taunt you, in case you want to do nasty things. There's the T-Wave that he wanted to go for. Now he kind of has to go for S-Toss, which I guess works for me. I'll go into Moltres. This will threaten him out. I guess I just go for Fire Blast and hope. Nah, I should have gone for fucking U-turn. Fire Blast is going to do... I'll take it. That's not bad damage, you know. I will take it. Now we go into Regice and start firing off Ice Beams, I guess. He Surfs. I have good Spadef, so I can take that nice and easily. With your boy Regice. Now, Registeel could be a switch. I'm just going to make the safe play and go for Ice Beam. It's Cresselia, the final bastion of evil. Cresselia. That was a crit, so that was nice. Let's go for the Ice Beam. He Moonlights. Let's see how much a regular Ice Beam does. 31%. I'm going to go for Ice Beam again as he T-Waves. Nice, nice, nice. Now, we go into Lipard, as he goes for the Moonlight, and we encore him into that, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make that happen. Nah, he's gonna switch. Damn it! Should have taunted or something. I don't know. He knows what's up with Lipard. We shall U-turn because we obviously outspeed this. And now we choose something to die, I think. Regice would be my switch, but it's paralysed, so we can get 2 hits off nice and easy. So I guess Colossus is going to go down here right about now. As he Dracos, and he can easily destroy me. He can destroy my face and my life and everything I hold dear. Now Zangoose, though. Cresselia still has its item, so I can knock that off. Gastro's at 48. Aromatisse has bad defense. Registeel is the only thing really standing in Zangoose's way right now. Really is the only thing. So I just need to go for a Facade. If I can get rid of Registeel, Zangoose might be able to do this. Let's take a sip of fortifying tea. Right, he does go into the Aromatisse Cleaning Staff. Okay, fair enough. There's the Facade, which is just going to body it. Wolverine is looking like a promising thing. Registeel is the only thing. I don't know that I can take it out. Cresselia, okay, knockoff time. Today you die, Cresselia. Oh, it doesn't die! It doesn't die! It's got the light screen. The light screen. I said that with a weird inflection. It's got the light screen. I will facades. I outspeed. I have no reason not to. As he gets up the reflect, but I knocked off his light play, so he doesn't have as much time on the reflect as he might like. Here's the Dragalgi. Oh, who do I sack off? I need Wolverine and I need this reflect to go. Let's go into Regice. It might be time. He sludge waves. Okay. Adaptability Dragalgi is a thing. You know? Well, Ice Beam here, as he does indeed go for the sludge wave once again. Registeel is still a problem. Still a problem. Oh, I don't want to go into Jean Grey. I just don't. But I kind of have to. I kind of have to go into Jean and go for the extra sensory, which does good damage. And he's able to sludge wave me to death. Reflect is gone. Reflect is gone. What percentage are you at? I'll go into Lipod and go for the knockoff, which will kill the Dragalgi, and it will Specs. Yeah, Specs is a thing that people are running with adaptability on Dragalgi. It just kills things. And he goes into the Bellhop. Did I knock off your item already? I don't think I did. Right, here's the plan. Taunt. We're not letting you get up hazards or anything. He knows that's coming though. He's going to go for the seismic toss. And I'm just going to go for the knockoff. I sort of have to. I need damage on this. The Gastrodon I can take care of. I just need damage on this thing. And I think at that range, a close combat might just do it. Okay, Zangoose, moment of truth. Prove your worth, good sir. Close combatu. It does take out the Registeel. Yes, come on, Wolverine. Wolverines! Now, can the Gastro take this hit? I don't think it can. I don't think Gastro's taking this any day of the week. Facade should do this. Come on, Zangoose. You've got this. Yeah, boy. Good stuff. Great game. Neil Cicierega. A very, very powerful team indeed that he had. But that's going to be it from this episode of Theme Thursdays, I think. I think I forgot to mention at the beginning of the tier that we were in the RU, at the beginning of the match that we were in the RU tier, but we were. But that was a great game. That was a fantastic, fantastic final game against a really bulky team. I'm glad I won that one. I mean, everything did some work. Wolverine put in nothing but the finest in that last game. I think Zangoose for thumbnail, really. Great stuff, gang. So yes, as I say, that's going to be it from this episode of Theme Thursdays. Excuse me. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Mr Azacampcar, for the theme. We will expand on that next week with the X-Men bad guys, also in the RU tier. So we'll get to see who does better out of the good guys and the bad guys. But I should say, on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I will have been uploading for an entire year. So I should say to you all, thank you very much for sticking with me over the course of this year. I'll have to see if I've got anything coming up that I want to do special for that year thing. I might not. I might just like upload something. I do have a little mini sort of post-narrated session in the FU tier coming up that I want to record as soon as possible. Lots of new tiers that I really want to go into. FU is one of them. It's the PU of PU, so it's like a tier even lower than PU. There's also the new DDP, the new Dundee Place. That's on a different server, BAM server. It's kind of empty at the moment, but it's got Primal Auras, which was the idea he had a while ago, which was Gen 6 stuff before the physical special split. So it's very interesting to have a look at that. There's also the new and improved DDT. You might remember that from back in the day. But those are things that will be hopefully coming up in the future. But until that happy time, I guess all that's left for me to say is my final thank you for watching. Remember, you suggest the theme, I'll bring the team. That is how it works, and I hope to see you next time. Laters.